guidance you are given doesn't make sense to you right now. Just allow yourself to relax and enjoy this time, trusting that the insights you gain will become clear to you in time. You may wish to record any insights you gain from this meditation to further support your work of being an unstoppable creative force. Now, find a place that you won't be disturbed. Close your eyes and make yourself as comfortable as possible. Imagine yourself standing on a narrow dirt path. This winding dirt path cuts through a large, untamed garden. You can tell that this garden has been here for a very long time, as the trees are tall, providing shade, and the ferns and hedges are expansive and thick. It is a cool place with the sounds of bird songs all around you. You begin to walk along the path, admiring the blossoms and enjoying the whisper of leaves and branches, becoming more and more relaxed as you are enchanted by this garden so full of life. Beams of sunlight fall through the canopy, making puddles of light dance across the foliage. You notice lifelike sculptures of beautiful animals and people scattered throughout this garden space, with vines and fine mosses reaching up the pedestals. And as you move further along the path, you become aware of the sound of gurgling water in the distance. And you walk towards it, curious about its source. As you move further along the dirt path, the sound of moving water grows stronger. Ferns brush your calves as you walk, and then you see a large stone gate. The gate is a massive arch with tiny plants and mosses clinging in the cracks between the stones. And through it are a set of well-worn stone steps leading down deeper into the garden. You move through the arch, feeling the power of its presence, and you begin to descend the steps. The stairs are littered with leaves and pushed by knotted tree roots. stronger. Reaching the base of the stairs, you approach a shallow and long reflecting pond. Along its edges stand the ruins of fluted columns dressed in vines. The source of the water is a gurgling spring at the far end of the pond, sending broad, gentle ripples across the green waters. You notice flashes of color and shadow reflected in the long pond, and you look up overhead towards the canopy. Above you are what appears to be winged beings. Some human-like, with wings of all kinds, some with wings of birds, or moth, butterfly, or bat, or something you've never quite seen before. Some of the flying beings are very large. Some are very small. And some are only wisps of color and light. Hundreds of them, circling in the air above the pond. Each of these beings is a genius. They are ideas waiting to come into being, waiting to be manifested as a creation. They know that those who come to this special place desire to bring their work, their beauty, their truth into the world. And the genius have equally as strong a desire to come into the world and assist you in this work. All we have to do is ask and be willing. You reach out to them by saying to yourself that you seek assistance in breaking free of the blocks which are preventing you from expressing your own genius. You say to yourself that you are ready and willing to move past the plateau, past the block or worries, and bring your genius into being. As you do this, the flock responds, and one of the beings descends to appear in front of you, smiling at you with glittering, multicolored eyes. The genius hovers near you, and in their hands is an amphora, a ceramic vessel, a vase with two handles on each side. From the vase opening, a plume of sweet smelling, colorful smoke pours out. The genius slowly flies around you, bathing you in the slow-moving smoke as it cascades over you. The smoke removes any fears you have about creating what you need to create, cleansing away fears of failure or success, anxieties about judgment and criticism, cleanses away worries that your best ideas are behind you or may never come at all, cleansing any guilt you may be carrying about choosing a creative path, or cleansing any conditioning from being unsupported in the past. Take this time to notice where these feelings are stored in your body. See what surfaces for you. Invite the cloud of beautiful perfumed smoke to wrap around you and chase away any fears as it cascades over your head, your shoulders, your arms, torso, legs, and feet, banishing the fears with the out-breath. And again, releasing any fears on the out-breath. And as these fears are released, we create space for inspiration to enter. Breathing in deeply, becoming aware of the new spaces that you've created. And when you are complete with this cleansing, the genius smiles broadly in acknowledgement that you've done well. And you thank them as they ascend, feeling free, unbound, and open. A second shimmering genius descends, and you feel the moving air from their beating wings on your skin. This genius holds a finely decorated hand mirror. Its metalwork and polished surface catch the sunlight in a wink. The genius beckons you to look into the mirror and asks you to consider what circumstances are standing in the way of bringing the full potential of your genius into being. Perhaps it's a perceived lack of resources or perceived lack of time, a particular situation or worn out pattern that is keeping you from creating. Think about what's keeping you on a short leash and allow yourself to see these obstacles in the mirror and notice what surfaces. when you have finished considering the obstacles, the genius holds the mirror to their lips, fogs the surface with their breath, and wipes the surface of the mirror clean. Holding the mirror out to you once again, you begin to see stories appear. Stories about how you move around each one of these blocks. Stories about how what is blocking you may not be as real or insurmountable as it seems right now. They show you possibilities, stories in which you succeed in your endeavors. Take a moment now to watch the surface of the hand mirror and give your full attention to what you see, sense, and feel. Breathing in deeply, take these solutions, these possibilities, and feel them becoming part of yourself through the breath. The genius blows you a kiss before flying back towards the canopy to join the swirling flock. You feel confident and excited about the possibilities that you have been shown. Now, a few of the smaller genius flutter down together, moving so quickly that they are only flickers of light and color, humming like dragonflies as they pass by your ears. They circle you, asking you to take a step closer to the edge of the pond and look out upon the water. They flit out, skimming the surface of the pond. With their help, they will show you possibilities for bringing your creation or creations to life. Looking out onto the water, what would it feel like to bring your creation into being? What forms could it take? Perhaps you sense or see a glimpse of the completed creation itself. Allow it to flow. Don't overthink it. Allowing the feelings and sensations to come. There is no wrong answer. Watch and trust. percolating from within you, like effervescent bubbles energizing you, knowing that you can move forward and create boldly from an inspired place. Breathing it in, drawing it into yourself, and owning it. As the surface of the pond returns to its glassy emerald state with slow ripples, the cloud of genius circle you again, offering their love, their support, and their enthusiasm for your future creations. And as they do, they whisper to you what you most need to hear right now to bring this inspiration to life in the waking world. What do they say to you? And in this moment of quiet, listen and hear what they say. You thank them for their help and feel clear and emboldened to move forward. And you look up as they fly and join the whirling company above. They want you to succeed, and you feel elated as you watch the technicolor cloud of swooping and fluttering creatures. They remind you that now you know the way, and you can return to this sunken garden, to the pond, to this place of inspiration at any time. And that if you are working, they will always come to your aid. You offer your final thanks and turn to climb the stone steps up out of the grotto. Climbing the steps one by one, glowing and thrumming with creative energy, brave and ready to bring your truth into the world. Climbing the steps with each breath, and stepping into the garden again. You follow the dirt path through the ferns and wild rose bushes, smiling at the sound of bird song and wondering if the sculptures were smiling when you passed them the first time. Following the path with several sure steps, walking right back into your body, into your day, into this moment. It's time